Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Toronto, and if you missed yesterday's video, let me clue you in. Today is the second day of 25 days until Christmas, where every day until Christmas Day, even on Christmas Day, I'm going to be reviewing a holiday movie every single day. Mostly Christmas, a few Hanukkah movies, and some other things in between. Yesterday, I reviewed The Polar Express, the 2004 animated film from Robert Zemeckis. In case you missed that, there's a white eye either here or here, somewhere on this video. If you click it, a bunch of links will pop down. You'll be able to find that link. You can go back yesterday and hear my review for that movie. Today, I'm going to be reviewing a movie that is a shame. It's the 1998 film I'll Be Home for Christmas from Walt Disney. The film was directed by Arlene Sanford, who is more known for directing television programs, and that's actually how I saw I'll Be Home for Christmas. I was 7 years old when this movie came out. I don't remember seeing it in theaters, but I remember seeing it on the Disney Channel when I was a much younger child, watching this movie, and I remember watching it quite often. The movie stars Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jessica Biel. I believe Gary Cole is in it as well. And basically the plotline of this movie is Jonathan Taylor Thomas plays the character of Jake, a college student who's known to lie his way out of situations. He's kind of a con man in ways where he's dealing tickets, and he's giving these jocks answers to a test. He's got his whole system worked out. He avoids family because after his mother passed away, his dad remarried fairly quickly, or maybe not remarried, but is with someone fairly quickly for him. And Jessica Biel is his girlfriend, who knows he's a liar, knows that there's some good in him, though, right? And movie starts off with Jake wanting to take Jessica Biel, not home to New York for the holidays, because this takes place in California, but to Jamaica. So he wanted to take her on some exotic vacation. I can't remember off the top of my head where. And she yells at him because he should know how much Christmas means to her, and she wants a white Christmas with carolers and Santa Claus and all that fun stuff. A few unforeseen events later, Jake finds himself in a Santa suit, stranded in the middle of a desert, being attacked by a killer tumbleweed. That's a quote, end quote, from the movie. And it's basically this man's long journey home to get back his girl and to be home by 6 o'clock, where his father said, if you come home on Christmas or Christmas Eve, or is it Christmas Day? If you get home by this deadline, I'll give you this Porsche. This is his childhood dream to own his father's Porsche, and it is about his journey to get home. Now, I watched this movie a lot when I was growing up, so when I saw it on Netflix, I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's revisit this movie. And this movie is one of those movies that you just kind of watch when you were younger and you remember being like, oh, that was funny. But then you watch it and you're an adult and you're just like, oh, man. There are parts of this movie that are almost cringeworthy. Don't get me wrong. I think there is still some good moments in this movie. Maybe it's from the nostalgia feel more than actually is storytelling or filmmaking wise. There's a character that he meets that is a thief in the movie, and this thief ends up becoming his helper once they are stopped by the police, and they go and donate all their stolen goods to a children's hospital, which is a nice moment. And then there's also a cop that sings to his girlfriend his wife that he had trouble with. These small moments. But it is interesting to see Jessica Biel in this kind of movie. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I haven't seen much of as of late, or what he's doing currently right now. Jessica Biel obviously has had a much more successful career. But this movie is one of those situations where you're just like, that takes farts and makes them jokes out of them. Just really lowbrow humor, kind of very uncreative stuff. It tries to be heartwarming and tries to have these moments of kindness that just don't really seem genuine. It just kind of feels like a movie that's putting on a Christmas movie and is just going for that very lowbrow kind of humor. Like I said, dog farts or something that equal a joke in this movie for the most part, or accidentally killing Santa. And there's this character in the movie that is constantly trying to get with Jessica Biel. who is not friends with Jake, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and it just never kind of really works. And which is interesting because it's so funny to think that this was a movie that I watched when I was younger, and I enjoyed it. But watching it now, maybe with more of an adult and critical eye, you're just kind of like, really? Like, is that what we want to portray here? The movie tries to ends all nice and tries to show us that Jake has gone through this change after going through all these interesting twists and turns and meeting some good people along the way and doing some good deeds, but that message never really fully comes across. The movie really just goes and Jake gets into a situation with an interesting person, or not necessarily interesting, but an odd character of somewhat. An odd character of somewhat, and how he gets out of that situation, or what that's about that situation changes him. And they're all just kind of really bland and very uninteresting. And like I said, I think my major problem is that it just kind of goes for that lowbrow humor without actually really telling us a story about Jonathan Taylor Thomas. It's a movie that wasn't made for very much. I think it made like only 3.9, not made, but didn't earn very much either. 3.9 at the box office was considered a box office bomb. Like I said, I didn't even know this movie came out in theaters until I did some research on it. I thought it was just a Disney release. A very, very disappointing movie. But don't worry, guys, because tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing a movie that I discovered in a Walgreens bargain bin one day. And I'm so glad I did, because it is a good movie. So Polar Express, I was iffy on. This movie, I'm kind of giving the thumbs down. I wasn't a big fan of it. But tomorrow, I'm going to be reviewing a movie that stars Dennis Leary and Kevin Spacey called The Ref. A comedy about the holidays and family that not many people know about. It's a very much lesser known movie, but let me tell you, you're going to want to watch that review. The best way to never miss a video is to hit that subscribe button down here. Subscribing would mean that you would not miss any of my reviews for the next 24 days, now that it is day 2, or 23 days. And ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are on I'll Be Home for Christmas. If you guys remember that Disney movie, or you want to try to protect it, maybe you haven't watched it in a while, but if you still want to protect it, go ahead down here in the comment section below if you want to agree with me and just say woof down here in the comment sections below. Right above the comment section, there's a thumbs up button. If you click that, it would really mean a lot to me. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. It lets me know you're enjoying the videos. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to click that white eye to find the links for yesterday's video where I reviewed the Polar Express. My name is Jacob Toronto, and please continue chasing cinema.